morning, everybody, and welcome to my channel. This is the Oracle of Zoraya Utranaya, and today I'll be doing something a little bit different. We are doing a pick your card reading today for the Lionsgate portal. This is a reading that is meant for you. You are meant to hear this message from Spirit and the universe. Please concentrate on the three cards here and try to resonate with one of them. We have on the left the Yantra. In the middle we have the flower of life, and on the right we have the Kabbalah. Take a moment now and look at each of these pictures and feel which one's energy resonates with you the most. The one on the right will be card number 1. The one in the middle will be card number 2, and the one on the right, the Kabbalah, will be card number 3. Good morning, Pile 1, and welcome to my channel. This is the image that you have chosen today. It is the Yantra. We will get into the definition of what this means for you at the end of your reading, but why don't we dive right in to see what kind of cards you'll be getting today. All right, so I'm going to shuffle the cards here for you. We are going to shuffle the cards 6 times each today, 6 times actually, sorry, in respect to the numerology of the date, August the 8th, 2024. So 8 plus 8 plus 8 is 24, and so we are going to add the 4 and the 2 together to get 6. So here we go. The first column is going to be passing energies, okay? We have the 2 of Wands, perhaps having a union with someone. These two wanted to come together here. Okay, so there could be some love passing you, sorry, okay? Then we are going to get into the current energies. We have the 2 of Swords, the 6 of Swords, and the Judgment. Lots of swords here today. Then in the upcoming energies, we have the 5 of Swords, the Knight of Wands, and the 6 of Cups. All right here. So let's start off with passing energies. Definitely something new on the horizon here for you. You have the 2 of Wands, we have the Magician, the Knight of Cups, and the 3 of Cups. So definitely something to celebrate here, and it feels to me like it is a union coming in for you. So here we have the 2 of Wands. Normally on the normal Rider-Waite deck, there is just this one individual right here. All right, and so this can indicate partnerships in business, perhaps that you have already been linked in with, because this is passing energies, okay? Whatever this union or partnership is definitely going to prove to be fruitful for you. It is going to be considered a blessing, and you are moving on to some sort of calmer shores, which is nice to see. You have manifested this yourself here with the Magician card, and you're being, the universe wants to remind you that the universe and the world is in your hands right now, okay? And this partnership that you have brought upon yourself with this manifestation is going to be something that you're going to be, it's going to help you build this endeavor, whatever it is that you're trying to pursue. Now, this also can be something that is your true calling. Okay, you're being called perhaps to step into something that is resonating more with your values, and you are building something here. You're going to be having to make a decision. All right, so with respects to the love here, that's what I'm getting here as well, because we do have a person here, and this person can be coming in from somewhere, from a far distance from you, okay? So this can be across the world, this can be across your city or town, it can be across your province or state, or your country. So this person might be from a different culture, and that is okay, but they're definitely going to help you move forward here. Okay, we have the Magician card. You have at your disposal all of the elements here of the suits. You have the clarity of your mind, you have your intellect, you're leading with reason, you're in tune with your emotions here, you're tapping into your psychic abilities, you're being resourceful with those pentacles, and you're leading with passion and drive with those, with the wands cards. This is something perhaps you have manifested in with perhaps in the new moon. And the reason why I'm getting that it is perhaps something in line with your morals is that the Knight of Cups, he leads with his heart. And it's like a knight that is like going to seek out the Holy Grail. Okay, so this is something that is very important to him. And this is why I'm also indicating here that this could be love as well, because this is like a knight in shining armor. Now, this could lead to marriage. Perhaps you've already met this person because this is in a passing energy here. So these things, this partnership or this union between you and this person, it could be within business or it could be for love, is going to lead to a lot of celebration. Okay, so moving on from that, we do have here in the middle column in your current energies, we have the Two of Swords. So some sort of decision that you're going to be having to make here coming up during this Lionsgate portal. Then we have the Six of Swords. So this decision is eventually going to lead you to a calmer shore mentality. Okay, you're leaving choppy waters and then you're going to be going towards the calmer shore. Now you see here, she needs to get to this new island that is behind her. And these two individuals, they're not on the normal Rider-Waite deck, but these are indicating two opposing ideas or ideologies. And the thing to keep in mind is that things are not always black and white. There is always some shades of gray, all right? And what her decisions that she needs to make is that she needs to either decide if she's going to stay where she's always been sitting. And her butt is starting to get quite sore because she's sitting on this concrete slab here. And so she needs to decide whether she's going to stay in her comfort zone or she's going to go to this new island. And what it seems to be that you're going to be doing is you're going to be moving to this new island here. This is the universe here, all right? This is the universe. The universe is guiding you on this boat to calmer shores. The universe is helping you and giving you a lot of clues with respects to synchronicities. Perhaps you are starting to notice synchronicities and signs and symbols from the universe. You need to listen to them. Don't use your 3D senses here, like with the girl here. She's blindfolded, so she's trying to tap into her extrasensory abilities. Okay, because you are being guided by the universe, and the universe is providing you with a path to get to something new, something that you are creating. Okay, and so you're being encouraged to keep going. The thing is, though, you're going to need to do a lot of healing, because you see here these individuals, this mother and her child, they go to this new life without any baggage. They don't have any belongings with them. So because it's going to weigh them down and it's going to inhibit their ability to get to this new island safely. So metaphorically speaking is, in order to get to this new chapter in your life and step into this new calling, what you have here, right? The Judgment card is coming up next, which is awakening into your true calling and awakening into a new life with this Lionsgate portal. Okay, but you need to be able to emotionally and spiritually have no baggage. You have to have healed from all of the trials, traumas, and tribulations that you've gone through in the past in order to fully awaken and to fully be resurrected into this new life of that is your true calling. You are being called by the trumpets of your new life, by your angels and by your spirit guides. Not everyone is going to be coming with you. You see, not everyone is going to be coming with you on this journey. We have a lot of diverging timelines right now. Okay, and this is also evident here with the twos that you have, right? Choose our path. We need to make a choice. Are you going to stay in the old way of living? The world is getting really crazy right now, right? And so we need to decide if we're going to focus on what all of this destruction, focus on all of this collapse that is happening right now, or are we going to build something new? And that is what you are doing here, right? That is what you are doing here, my dear pile one, right? We have the Five of Swords here. We have the Knight of Wands, and then we have the Six of Cups. So feeling that you might not have, feeling that perhaps you might have lost out on something, or that things aren't going your way, is going to be a feeling that is coming up for you. This is an up and coming energies, okay? So you might be the victor with respects to gaining something that other people lost out on. This is a general reading, so please keep that in mind. This is going to resonate differently for everybody. But whatever this is, if you are the recipient of a win, with respects to some sort of opportunity that is on their way, because we do have the Six of Cups here as well, which is blessings coming in from the universe, and it can be linked to something that you used to do in the past. Okay, I am getting here that you are the victor. A lot of times in the readings, I do get that sometimes you are the person that gets this card is the recipient of some sort of loss, because of someone else. But no, what I'm getting here is that you are the victor. There has been some sort of competition that you have been going through, but you are the victor, and this is about something that you are building. So do not focus on what is going on in the outside world. You need to focus on building whatever it is that you are building here. This is your true calling, and you have manifested this already. Okay. This is here. Let me show you here. This is the Magician here, the Six of Swords here, and the Knight of Wands. So you've manifested something. You had been dealing with some choppy waters, some stressful life situations here, and now you're moving to building something new. You are moving to calmer shores, and you are building something new, and this is a blessing coming in from the universe here, my dear pile one. Okay, this is something that is going to be giving you a lot of passion, a lot of drive. This is the builder of the tarot, and he has a lot of impetuous energy, and he is definitely protected from risk. All right, we have here the salamander. Salamanders in the tarot indicate being protected from fire, which is protected from risk. So don't be scared to go after what you want, okay? Because this is your true calling here. You are being called into something great, pile one. And you will be the victor, despite how hard it has been for you. You are definitely partnering up with the right people here, and more blessings are going to be coming in for you with the Six of Cups. Okay. And this partnership as well could be someone coming in for you that you knew from the past. Okay, and even this loved one that I mentioned in the beginning of the video, it could be someone from the past as well. This can be soulmates, or this can be soul tribes coming in. All right, so take it how it resonates. Now we're going to end off here with the definition of the Sri Yantra, and we'll end there for you, pile one. So you're being called to meditate. From the Hindu tantric tradition comes the Sri Yantra, or great object. Its 9 interlocking triangles form a powerful symbol for meditation. The proportions of the largest triangle are the same as each face on the Great Pyramid at Giza in Egypt. The dimensions of that pyramid conform to the divine proportion of the phi ratio. The math and mysticism involved in the exploration of sacred geometry create ever-expanding connections as we begin to see multitude of cross-cultural influences. This becomes common ground for art, science, and spirit. The rings of lotus petals and the surrounding square with 4 doors represent boundaries within each consciousness resides. Drawing this card suggests you may find yourself needing protection or a break from the chaos and overstimulation of the outside world, right? What did I say? Don't focus on the outside world. Focus on building something in your immediate environment. Use this tree yantra as an ordered space within which to find the peace you require. By your intention, move into the symbol and experience time as a place of stillness and eternal now. Breathe deeply as you focus your attention on the simplicity of each triangle, moving from the largest to the smallest at the center, then from the smallest to the largest and back into your daily life. May peace surround you. Thank you so much for joining me, Pile 1. Good morning, Pile 2. You have chosen the flower of life. At the end of this reading, we will get into the definition of what this means for you, but for now, let's dive right into your reading for the Lionsgate portal. All right, so we are going to shuffle the cards 6 times each, utilizing the numerology of the date 888. So 8 times 3 is 24. When we add 4 plus the 2, it equals 6, and that is how we get the number. All right, so the first column is going to be passing energies, the second column is going to be current energies, and the third column is going to be up and coming energies. So let's see here. The Sun, we have the Sun, the Queen of Wands, and the 2 of Wands. All right, so definitely a lot of attention has been coming on to you, my dear Pile 2. You are very attractive right now. You have been bold, you have been assertive, you've been going after what you want. You've been getting a lot of attention for the things that you've desired, and perhaps you've been getting some partnerships or some offers coming in for you with respects to some job opportunities. Your skills are being highlighted, and you're making things look really easy right now. Then we have the 2 of Swords and current energies, the Knight of Wands, and the 5 of Swords. So definitely making a decision, needing to make some sort of decision here currently during this Lionsgate portal. You're being encouraged not to think in black and white terms, but there are many shades of gray that can help you decide what kind of path you want to take. All right, you're being a lot of fire energy here. We have the Queen of Wands, we have the Knight of Wands here. You're building something new. You are building something of quality. You're leading with your heart. You're very passionate. You have impetuous energy, and you are protected from risk right now. So you're being encouraged to go after what you want, because with the 5 of Swords here as well, normally I get the vibe from the 5 of Swords that you're the recipient is at a loss because of someone else. But during this Lionsgate portal, what I'm getting here, we have the Sun here as well. This is very positive, and you are being the recipient. You are the winner of this, whatever this competition was. Okay, so we're going to keep going here. And for upcoming energy, we have the 6 of Swords, moving on to calmer shores, being guided by the universe, needing to heal because you cannot carry any heavy baggage with you on this journey. And the heavy baggage is of spiritual nature. It is emotional. It is letting go of trauma and letting go of things that do not serve you, so that you can make room for the new, and make room for the energy of what is coming, because you are manifesting this. This is the Magician card, you are very powerful right now. This Lionsgate portal that the rest of the year is going to be opening up magically for you, and you have the world in your hands quite literally here, okay? And the last card we have here is the Nine of Wands. You need to keep going on whatever it is that you're building. You need to keep persevering through any sort of hardships, any sort of choppy waters, because shortly you're going to be landing on the shore. All right. Let's see here. Yes. Okay. So you definitely have a lot of attention coming in for you, or no, you've already been getting attention here. Okay, we have the sun. This now you're being encouraged also to understand that there you make things look very easy to people. Okay, and this is why people have wanting to partner with you. People have been offering to partner up with you. Maybe you have been getting some sort of offers coming in with respects to employment um, or business partnerships here. And you're being asked to really step into this. You have a lot of fire energy here as well, and a lot of sword energy too. So you're being encouraged to step into your true authenticity. The sun is a card that represents Leo. Leo leads with his heart. Leo also is a very focused on being his true authentic self. And you see here how we have the sunflowers in the tarot and in real life follow the sun. So you're being encouraged to follow what gives you a nourishment, follow what feeds your soul and what makes you feel like you have purpose in life, something that gives your life meaning. This is obviously you are protected by the universe. There are salamanders here with respects to the Queen of Wands and the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands has a salamander on his cloak, and here the Queen of Wands has salamander on her throne. Salamanders in the tarot indicate that you are being protected from fire, so you are being protected from risk. You need to follow what gives your life nourishment, like the sunflower follows the sun throughout the day. Okay, and this is what is going to really boost your manifestation skills, stepping into yourself and being unapologetic. The Queen of Wands here, she likes black cats, and in the time of the tarot, black cats were considered to be evil and bad luck. But she does not care. She loves this cat, and she will have it despite any sort of taboo ideas surrounding it. So you're really being unapologetic. You're really stepping into your true authentic self, and you're making people think that whatever you're endeavoring in, it looks easy, because when you follow your heart, like the sunflower follows the sun, and you are following your dreams, and your work doesn't feel like work to you, and you make it look easy because you are very passionate about it, right? You're very passionate about it, like the Knight of Wands. Whatever it is that you're building, you are very much winning here. Okay, you are overcoming any sort of obstacles that perhaps you might have been facing, or that might be currently facing right now. You're being encouraged here to keep going. Okay, this is the Nine of Wands. You are almost at the finish line, and there's one last battle. You need to dig deep down and persevere through whatever this conflict or this kind of tension that you might be dealing with right now is, okay? You're being encouraged as well, in order to help you move on to this new chapter of yours, into this new island. You're going to need, like I said, to heal, to kind of, you're not going to be able to bring all this emotional baggage and all this trauma that you haven't healed from into this new life. It's going to weigh you down and it's going to slow your progress. So take the time that you need in order to heal, but in order to get to this new island, you're going to have to dig deep down and persevere through this tension here that we have. And what is going to give you fuel and what's going to give you um, what's it called? Um, I'm sorry, I'm losing my train of thought here. What's going to give you the motivation and the ammunition? There we go. The ammunition in order to heal is in order to persevere through this tension is that you see here these wands. They signify all of the past trials, traumas, and tribulations that you have gone through. And instead of using them, instead of viewing them as negative things, you're using them as fuel, and they have made you who you are today, and so you're being encouraged to utilize them as weaponry, utilize them as lessons that you have learned from that have made you stronger. You see here, he is like the wounded warrior. He is utilizing all of the lessons that he has gone through in his past in order to push through and to become the victor of whatever it is that this tension is that you're perhaps going through right now. And it is going to help move you to see that this is just another lesson that is making you stronger, and that is going to help you push through and persevere through this final battle. Okay? And you will get to this island, and you are going to be manifesting whatever it is that you are trying to manifest right now. Okay, it's going to be looking different, but you're building something new. Okay, what we have here is the Knight of Wands is the builder of the tarot, and we have the Queen of Wands here as well. So you're really stepping into your true authenticity. You're manifesting the life that you want, and the more healing that you do, the more you're going to be able to step into your true authentic self, because you're not carrying around the baggage. Okay. All right, let's read a little bit about this flower of life, and then we'll call it a day for you, pile 2. Now, I do apologize if I'm feeling a little bit scattered, because this is a new setup for me. So if that is something that you are noticing, I apologize, and it should be getting a little bit more flowy as I get used to navigating this new format that I'm using. Okay. All right. The language of silence is the language of light. This pattern, called the flower of life, is one of the most universal pieces of sacred geometry available to us. This figure is found flash burned into granite on walls of the Osiron, the Temple of Resurrection in Egypt. Also found in more than 18 countries around the globe, from Turkey to Tibet, from China to Yucatan, the flower of life has imprinted its wisdom upon humankind. It represents a lattice of pure life force, containing our cellular memory, and becomes the matrix of all matter. You are asked to imagine this pattern existing as a three-dimensional holographic image made up of 19 interlocking spheres. You may even wish to draw this beautiful shape using a compass. One radius creates this amazing glyph. First, draw a circle. Second, add a second using any point on the circumference of the first as a center. Continue drawing circles using each intersection as a center until you create a figure that looks like the one in the card. The flower of life is an Akashic information system, meaning it contains records of all that was, all that is, and all that will be. This message it offers are both intimately personal and universal. Open your awareness to the knowledge contained herein and listen to the responses you receive. Trust that what comes to you is of light and is meant to be of assistance in achieving your highest good. As the blueprint for all creation, the flower of life will always have something new to teach you. Thank you so much for joining me, Pile 2. I hope you have a wonderful second half of the year as coming from the 8-8 Pearl Lionsgate. Good morning, pile 3, and welcome to my channel. This is the card that you have chosen, and it is the Kabbalah. We will get into the definition of what this means, but first let's get into your reading. So we're going to shuffle the cards 6 times today, utilizing the numerology of the date 888. So 8 times 3 is 24, and then we will be adding the 2 plus the 4, which equals 6. Okay, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. All right, I'm going to do the first column is going to be passing energies. The second column is going to be current energies, and then the third column will be up and coming energies. All right, so first we have the strength card, Leo. That's amazing. We got the lion card. We'll get into it. We'll get into the individual cards in a minute, okay? Then we have the 10 of swords. So you're definitely something is dead, done, and over with this Leo Lionsgate portal, okay? And we have the 7 of cups. So you're being spoiled for choice here. Perhaps you have a lot of ideas, or you have been assessing what is important for you in life, what gives your life meaning, and what your values are perhaps. And some of your ideologies and some of your ways of thinking and some of your the past, the way that you lived in the past is dead, done, and over with. Perhaps you've been going through some sort of spiritual awakening, and some things that were important to you or some of the values that you had before are changing right now because of what is going on in the world. Perhaps you're going through a spiritual awakening with this Lionsgate portal, and you're being encouraged to step in, to dive into your internal reserves of strength right now and to keep going. You're doing a lot of shadow work, I feel, pile 3. And we'll get into that a little bit more with what that means with the strength card. But you're taming your inner demon. Perhaps you're healing a lot of your traumas, and you're realizing that you know, you need to do your shadow work. You need to love the shadow parts of yourself just as much as the lighter parts of yourself. You need to understand how dangerous that you need to be, and love that part of yourself, because you need to know how to protect yourself as well, okay? And some of your values are changing because of this, okay? Some of the current energies you have is feelings perhaps that you're being left out in the cold. Maybe you are feeling that your finances right now are not where you would like them to be. But this is the end of a cycle. This is the World card next, okay? So any sort of feelings of feeling left out in the cold, knowing that sanctuary's on the other side of the wall here. We'll get into the card in a minute. But this is the end of a cycle. So you have the 10 of swords here. Then you have the World card. So definitely something is over. The World is the last card in the major arcana. So you're going to be starting again as the Fool in very shortly. This Lionsgate portal is definitely some sort of catalyst moment for you, where you can start anew. And then we have the 9 of cups. So if you are feeling left out in the cold financially, definitely don't call attention to your weaknesses. Don't focus on lack. You want to step into the energy of what it is that you want to bring in for you with that 9 of cups, okay? Then we have the Queen of Cups, Queen of Wands, sorry, coming in the future energies, being bold, being assertive, needing to step into that archetype, okay? Going after what you want, not stepping into victim mentality with the 5 of Pentacles, okay? Not caring what you think and leading with your heart and going after what you want. You're going to be very attractive after this Lionsgate portal. You have partnerships coming in. It could be even love. But the world is in your hands with this 2 of Wands here. You're definitely, some sort of business prospects might be proving to be quite fruitful. So make sure you're stepping into the energy of the 9 of Cups instead of the 5 of Pentacles, okay? And then we have the Moon. So things are happening behind the scenes. and you're being asked not to turn around, to keep going through the obstacles that you're going through right now, and continue on with your goal. Okay. I'm really liking my flow now. This is a new format for me, so I'm sorry if I feel a little bit scattered. I'm gonna have to get used to it. But this is definitely feeling more like I'm feeling more like myself during this third reading. So be patient with me as I transition my formats. Okay. So let's get to this a little bit more in depth. Okay. We're going to talk about the Strength card. So we have the Strength with the Ten of Swords and uh, the Seven of Cups. So let's talk about this a little bit first. Okay, so definitely something is dead, done, and over with. This being the swords is an ideology or thought process or some old ways of thinking. Okay, and when I was talking about the different sort of values, perhaps, I think things that you thought were important before this Lionsgate portal, or even prior to that, I think you've been doing some shadow work before this Lionsgate portal. Maybe you've been even noticing um, a buildup of energy coming up to the Lionsgate portal, okay? But you have been doing some shadow work here. The Strength card is this woman that is taming this lion, okay? You see how his tail's between her legs, the legs here. But this is a card that indicates your inner shadow side, your inner lion or your inner wolf, okay? So there is a story that I will share with you, is that this is like an Aboriginal or like a Native American or something like that story. Okay, and there's two versions of it that I like to share. So the first is that you have two wolves that live within you. One is dark and one is light. And the first story says that the one that lives is the one that you feed, right? So you shouldn't feed the dark one, you should feed the light one, which I don't like this one. The second version is there are two wolves within you. You need to feed both, because if you starve one, you starve the dark one, it is going to become resentful. If you don't give it attention, if you don't feed it, it's going to become resentful, and it's going to get angry, and it's going to come out at inappropriate times. You need to love both, and you need to understand so there are no negative emotions, right? Hate, jealousy, hurt, grief, all of these things they serve a purpose. They tell us, they are communications from our bodies, and from our subconscious, that things don't resonate with us and that something is wrong. Okay, so we need to listen to these things. If we didn't listen to these emotions, we would die in this world. We would get run over by a car. We would get robbed. This is how we learn from things. We learn from our emotions. We don't let them rule us, but they are a way that our subconscious and our conscious, like our subconscious and our unconscious selves, communicate with us, and our higher selves communicate with us. Okay, we need to learn how to tame it. We need to learn how to have it under control, but we need to know how to access it in certain times in order to save ourselves, in order to protect ourselves. We need to know how dangerous we are and have it under control. Okay. Now you've been doing this shadow work, and so you have been analyzing here what was important to your life before and what's not. So the world is changing right now, right? And we also have the world here, okay? We have the world right beside. Yeah, let me put this way. We have the Ten of Swords, then we have the world, and then we have the Two of Wands, which you have the world in your hands. So you have the ability to create a new paradigm for yourself, a new world with the one that is collapsing right here. Sorry, this one. Ah, this one. Sorry. Okay, so something is dead, done, and over with, and this is a way of thinking for you. So perhaps some of the things that you've held with importance in your past, after this healing time that you've gone through, you don't feel the same way. So maybe it was riches, right? Maybe it was like riches. Maybe it was property. Maybe it was power that you wanted. Maybe it was beauty that you felt was important, or getting people to like you. right? And or maybe it was something else, but you've been questioning these things. Your morals and your principles and your values are changing, and what you once thought was important in your life, what once gave your life meaning, maybe being in competition with others or showing off, doesn't resonate with you anymore. And because you've done that shadow work, you've done that inner work now, and all the old ways of thinking that do not serve your highest good, you are becoming quite spiritual as well with this moon card. Okay, maybe you're delving into your higher self, maybe you're communicating with your higher self here, and uh things are being put into perspective a little bit more of what is important in our life and what is not. Okay, so that is definitely in the passing energies. Okay, now moving into the into the present energies here, we have the Five of Pentacles, we have the World, and we have the Nine of Cups. So let's get into the Five of Pentacles here. The Five of Pentacles can indicate feeling that you've been left out in the cold. So maybe this can be by your government, maybe this can be by your ideology. Maybe you were a liberal, maybe you were conservative, and this is now you're not being, you don't feel like you're being represented by the establishments that perhaps you've once associated with. Okay, maybe this is your job. Maybe you got laid off. Okay, this is all part of our growing process. The old ways of living, the old ways are collapsing. Okay, and we're being encouraged to try to take care of ourselves. If you're going to wait around for someone else to save you, this is what's going to happen to you. You're going to be left out in the cold. You need to take life into your own hands. There's sanctuary inside this building. You need to just go in and get what you need. Okay, so the old way of thinking that other people have your best interest in mind is not going to resonate with you anymore. You are taking life in your own hands now, and you're stepping into your true authenticity, and you're learning how to be responsible for yourself and to be self-sufficient, which is amazing. You're being encouraged to not be in victim mode and to not call attention to your weaknesses. Okay, so if by chance you were laid off or you were fired, or times are tough right now financially for you, this Lion's Gate is a portal. Look at this. It is a portal for you, and you're being encouraged to not be in lack mentality, but to be the opposite. The Nine of Cups is like stepping into the energy, emulating the energy of what it is that you want to manifest. So if instead of coming from a lack mentality of like nothing ever works out for me, I'm never going to get ahead, you need to start practicing gratitude, because gratitude raises your vibrational frequency, and it's going to attract more of what you're seeking. It's going to be attracting more things to be grateful for. This is kind of like faking it till you make it, but in an energetic sense. Okay, so you need to emulate what it is that you want. You need to emulate the energy of the Queen of Wands. She's bold, she's unapologetic, she's assertive, and she gets what she wants. And she knows deep down inside that she's going to get it. This is coming from your DNA. You're fulfilled spiritually, fulfilled emotionally. You know that this is all part of your story, okay? So you need to understand that you can do it. Push through the resistance. Get and take life in your own hands. Okay, because this is your life from this way forward is in your hands. You have the world, you actually have the world in your hands right now. And the world is your oyster. But you cannot seize the day like this if you're in victim mentality. It is very hard. I practice what I preach, and it is quite frustrating at times. But know that everything is happening for you. It is not happening to you. See the silver lining in all of, in everything, and how it's pushing you to be your very best. Okay. In the upcoming energies here, We have the Queen of Wands, we have the World, and we have the Moon. All right. So the moon here, the moon indicates that you need to, you see, this is another representation of what I was talking about before with the Strength card, taming your inner monster, having access to it when you need it, right? Because here we have a dog and we have a wolf that are both howling at the moon. The dog is the more domesticated, civilized version of ourselves. And then the wolf is our raw, primitive aspects, like the unconscious, the subconscious. Okay, so we need to have access to both of them. You are developing spiritually. This is a very spiritual time for you right now. Okay, if I go, let me see. If I go from the Strength card to the World, to the Moon, you are doing your shadow work, and this portal is changing you, and you are becoming more spiritual. This is a very spiritual portal that you're going through right now. Okay, and it might be hard for you. Okay, these pillars here represent obstacles that we go through, and you are being encouraged not to turn around. You need to keep going towards those mountains, my dear pile 3. This is our goal. And you're getting lots of downloads right now from the moon and from the solar energy. The Schumann resonance is really powerful. Like, it was out of control. If you look it up, the Schumann resonance on 8-8 portal. Last night it was like just white light coming down to Earth. So you're getting a lot of DNA upgrades, and you're getting a lot of downloads right now. You're becoming quite psychic, quite spiritual. You're getting clairvoyance, clairsentience, clairaudience, telepathy perhaps. So really start delving into that and start listening to your internal self, because you have the ability to create the world that you want right now, like with this 8-8 portal. Okay, and you have it within you to get it. All right, with the Queen of Wands. All right, let's dive into what the Kabbalah means for you. It's number 62. And it's the Tree of Life. Many cultures around the planet hold trees in reverence. Most cultures native to forested or jungled environments have elaborate myths surrounding the powers of trees. Some even consider them gods or a means of traveling to the spirit world. Their names are various: the tree of knowledge, the tree of perfection, the world tree, and for the Maya, it is the raised up sky tree. From mystical Judaism, this card diagrams the tree of life, called the Kabbalah. It holds instructions for conscious self-exploration. It is the world access within. 10 archetypes, 10 lights. The geometry of the tree of life is also encoded within the figure called the flower of life. Pulling this card suggests that you are in a process of self-actualization and growth. You may wish to contemplate this card and the relationships of the diagram. You may decide to research and learn more about the process that the Kabbalah represents. The important point here is the exploration of self and spirit in your movement towards wholeness. Right? So this is our unconscious and our conscious. The wolf and the dog are two wolves. Right? I'm going to repeat that again. The important point here is exploration of the self and spirit in your movement towards wholeness. Thank you so much for joining me today, Pile 3, and I hope you have a wonderful Lionsgate portal.